How do you know when your manifestation is on its way? How do you know that if what you're doing is even working? You've followed the steps, you've done your part, and then you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And then while you're waiting, you see all of these other people's manifestations showing up so quickly and easily. So what's the catch? How do you know that the universe heard you and that what you want is even on its way while you're stuck in this waiting period? In today's video, I am sharing how to know that your desire is coming and it might not be what you expect. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach, manifesting expert, and founder of mkmagicmindset.com. My whole channel is all about law of attraction, manifesting, meditations, and more. So be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you here. So let's face it, the waiting part is the hardest part when it comes to manifesting. It really enforces this feeling of being vulnerable and powerless, not knowing if it will take days, weeks, months, or maybe even years. And then there's also this battle of wondering if you followed the right steps, if you put out the right energy, and if what you even tried is even working. So let me clear it all up for you and share exactly how to know what is going on during this waiting period. So in this video, I want to start off with ways that you know it's working and it's on its way. And I also want to talk about signs from the universe that you will not want to ignore. This is so important. So let's talk about how you know that what you did or what you're doing is even working. So I always say, let your feelings be your guide. So you will know that what you're doing is working if it feels good. And I don't mean that to sound overly simplified, but here's what I mean. So when you're manifesting something and you're following the steps, whatever steps they may be, are you coming from a place of feeling good, of feeling inspired, passionate, excited, happy, abundant, like the sky's the limit? Or are you falling into a trap of coming from a place of lack, which will negate and block you from manifesting what you want? This place of lack feels like desperation or need or overwhelming want, attachment, controlling, and just overall it doesn't feel good. So when you're manifesting and calling in what you want, make sure you're doing it from a place that feels good. Simplify it for yourself. Follow your feelings. Notice them. And if it doesn't feel good, you can either take a break, take a step back, take a breath, and come back to it when you're a little bit more detached from it. Or choose baby steps to just start feeling better, little bits at a time, until you feel like you can manifest from a place of feeling good and free. So whether or not you are currently manifesting something or you feel like you've already completed it and you've surrendered, make sure that when you think about that thing that you want, it feels good. It doesn't feel needy or desperate or any feeling that's going to block you from having it. It's so important to understand that. And another way that you can relax and trust that what you're doing is working is through your thoughts. Are you at the point where you believe without a doubt in your mind that what you want will show up and happen? Or do you notice thoughts where you keep questioning it or doubting it or overthinking it? Because these thoughts don't support what you want. Because when you surrender, you should be at a place where you fully know and trust that what you want is going to happen no matter what. You don't have a doubt in your mind. You can't imagine not having it. So if you aren't there yet, then you aren't at the point of surrendering. And you need to go back and work through your resistance and blocks until you can get to that place where you no longer have to even question it. You know it's yours and you believe it fully. And now that you're clear on ways that you know it's working through feeling good and through noticing your thoughts and whether or not they support the things that you want and having a clear surrender, let's talk about a sign from the universe that you will not want to ignore. If you follow me over on Instagram, you will see that I post a lot of this sign on my stories. And by the way, if you're not already following me over on Instagram, you can find me at mkmagicmindset. So come say hi. So when your manifestation has been set into motion in the right way and you feel good about it and your thoughts are totally supportive and behind you having this thing and you're in alignment with it, you will start to notice little synchronicities. Maybe you will start seeing signs like number patterns, things like 111, 222, 333, 444. Maybe you'll hear a certain song or have this very vivid, specific dream But I'm telling you, there are so many amazing and magical patterns that will begin to show up when you're on the right path, when things are all working out behind the scenes. One of my favorite things to do is to choose a symbol or a pattern or a specific song, and I ask to see this when I'm on the right track and I'm on the right path towards having the thing that I want. I like to pick things that are very, very obvious and that I can't second guess in any way. So one symbol that I've used before is finding money on the ground, and another symbol I've used is hearing a specific song. The possibilities are truly endless, but make it something so specific that it's very obvious to you and you're not like, wait, was that the sign? Was that not the sign? Make it specific. Make it fun and interesting. Make it maybe something you don't see every day or you don't hear every day. Make it interesting for yourself. So play around with this and then actually be open to seeing it and following where you feel led. Because the path isn't always a straight line, and inspired action could take you all sorts of ways that you never even imagined or expected. But allow yourself to co-create and explore the magic. I always like to say that the universe is always trying to communicate with us, and it's up to us to listen. So this next sign that I want to talk about is something that you've probably experienced yourself, because I know I have. Here's the sign that I see so much over and over and over again, and it actually derails most people. It's when things start to fall apart or something you perceive as bad happens. This happens to everybody. It happens to me too. I see this all the time with clients, and like I said, I've personally experienced it too. You're not alone in this. It almost feels like a personal attack from the universe when you're trying to manifest something and it just goes the opposite way. But sometimes things have to be rearranged to allow what you want to show up. Don't attach too much emotion to it. Think of it just as something being rearranged in your favor. Sometimes things have to fall apart to come together. So if something bad happens or if things don't go as planned, look at it as a sign from the universe that something is being rearranged and worked out for you in the best possible way for you to have the thing that you want. It's not a personal attack against you. It's not that your manifesting isn't working. It's that things are being rearranged for you. You asked for something, and so something has to require change in order for it to show up for you. It's all based on energies. And I also want to add, there's also different alternatives to why something like this might be happening for you. For example, anything bad that happens could also be a lesson that you need to learn to have the thing that you want. It can also be a negative pattern that you're stuck in, that you have resistance around, that you need to clear in order to have the thing that you want. It can be so many different things, but gently observe it, don't take it personally, and see which of these things is the reason behind why this bad thing is happening or why things aren't going as planned. Because the law of attraction and manifesting and energies are always working. So you don't need to question whether or not it's working. It's just, are you in the right energy? Are you thinking the right thoughts? Are you clearing resistance around any reason why you think you can't have that thing or any limiting beliefs that stop you from actually having it? And are you resisting some sort of change that needs to happen in order for you to have the space, clear the space for you to have this thing? So the biggest thing that you can do is notice it and not attach too much meaning to it and not let it derail you, because everything always works out for you and you need to commit to believing that. So towards the end of last year, I wanted to commit to stepping outside of my comfort zone and learning new things to keep my brain forming new neural pathways and expanding my knowledge. And I know I've talked about this a few times now, but I've been using Skillshare as a tool to truly get inspired and learn new things through their online classes. And if you don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning platform with thousands of classes to choose from, and there are never any ads. And these classes are typically 60 minutes or less, so they truly fit into a busy schedule and they're just really convenient to take on your own pace. You can choose to learn brand new skills or even deepen skills that you kind of already have a little bit of knowledge about or things that you're passionate about. And they literally have so many to choose from photography to writing, illustration, creativity classes, journaling, and so many more. Skillshare is sort of a perfect place to expand your mind and explore your creativity, learning new things and stepping into new levels of what's possible for you. I actually recently took a class called Find Your Style, 5 Exercises to Unlock Your Creative Identity by Andy Pizza. And it was fascinating because he goes into how your identity, influences, and experiences form your style, and so many different factors that influence your authentic self. This class is full of breakthrough moments, and right now, you can actually try it for yourself completely free because Skillshare is sponsoring today's video, and they are offering my followers a free trial of their premium membership for the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description box below. So just be sure to use that link before these spots run out. And for anyone who misses a spot for this free trial, Skillshare only costs less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. And the best part is that there's always new classes being added. So thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And be sure to follow me over on Instagram at mkmagicmindset and check out my website, mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.